Corden, the greatest comedian of our era. He's like the Jackie Gleason. You go back and you watch The Honeymooners. You go back and you watch the Jackie Gleason show. You go back and you read the autobiography of Jackie Gleason, how he used to go to rooms in Jersey and just fucking make it shake with laughter. And I say, that's like James Corden and his show. What's the difference between fucking Carpool Karaoke and Honeymooners? To me, it's tomato. As far as quality comedic entertainment, thank God we brought him to our country because we didn't have enough fucking less than mediocre fat guys who could sit in a car and sing Lady Gaga's song while she's in it, but they're both not singing. Thank God we had to outsource for that. We couldn't give that show to fucking Lil Rel. We couldn't give it to
John Gabers.
John Gabers. We couldn't give it to Talent. The father. Not saying the kid's young. We couldn't give it to Leonard Oots. That's a funny fat kid. One time he featured for me in Providence and he buried me, so I went up and bombed as a headliner. I didn't like that. He's a fat kid with big eyes and he's funny as fuck. I love that kid. But I didn't like that he fucking buried me in fucking Providence. And then he tweeted, the owner said, next time you're headlining. I didn't like that.
Ouch.
We couldn't give the show to fucking Leonard Oots. You know? We had to go to England and get James Corden. That makes me a conspiracy theorist. That makes me think there's some sort of Illuminati or something where they're eating, adrenochrome or something. Like, what is the explanation? I don't understand. I do not understand. What does James Corden do that he got that job over the amount of American comedians? This is America, dog. You don't go to England and there's like 2 shows that have American comedians. The Daily Show and another late night show. And John Oliver, it's like, why? We don't have American comedians? Wow, I'm sounding like a real fucking immigration right-winger on comedians.
Yeah.
Keep these fucking undocumented clowns out of my fucking country. So supposedly James Corden is a fucking dick, according to the owner or general manager of Balthazar, which was a really hot restaurant when Liv Tyler was 19. It's a long time ago, dog. Shit in New York has a fucking very short shelf life of being a trendy spot.
Yeah.
I remember when Odeon was the spot. Remember, like in the 80s, Odeon, you'd be like, oh, all the artists are hanging out at Odeon. It was like the cool fucking spot. People were doing coke. You know, now Odeon is just like a diner. You go in there, the waiter just comes and goes, hello, I'm just from Bangladesh yesterday. I didn't want to do the voice because I didn't want Hari Kondabolu to sue me.
Yeah, it would have been bad.
You know? Odeon's no longer. Balthazar was hot. I'm talking about late 90s, mid 90s, late 90s, early 2000s, Balthazar was a spot. Now nobody gives a shit.
Restaurants in New York are like women in Hollywood.
Quick turnover. Very good comparison. They really are. You have like a little window to be hot, and then, La Esquina, I remember that was a hot spot. Ooh, it was like a fucking taco spot, but then you open a little secret door and you go downstairs and you're in a club, and you're fucking in a club, you know what I mean? And there's Rich Akiva, and you're like, what's up, Rich? Yeah, bow. Where's Pete Diddy? Oh, shit, Jay-Z. Bang, 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 bang. Models. You know? And now Balthazar is arguing with fat James Corden, who apologized profusely. I'm very sorry. I'm so sorry. So supposedly he was a dick to the staff, right?
Mm-hmm.
I read something that there was a hair in his salad or something, and he got upset.
Yeah, reportedly there was a hair in his salad, and then this is not the first time he was mean to the staff. There was another time he ordered French fries, and salad came instead, so he got mad at that.
He got mad at that. You do not. If a fat guy orders French fries and you send a salad, I side with the fat guy.
Yeah, but you don't want to go healthy. You want to go less healthy if you mess up the order. So if he orders unhealthy food, you got to go. If the food order's wrong, you got to go more unhealthy.
Right.
Yes, because that would have been happy if you send him a double cheeseburger. He'd be like, all right, I'll let it slide this time.
Yeah.
I don't want to inconvenience the workers. I guess destiny wanted me to have another double cheeseburger.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Big surprise, he's a dick. I often find that the people who appear to be the least dicky are, like in public, are usually the most dicky in private.
It's a balance.
Yeah. It's very rare that you'll find someone who will openly admit that they're coarse, and then privately you're like, yeah, he wasn't lying. You know? It's very rare, you know? Very rare you find honest people like that. A lot of these people try to hide, I'm such a good person. It's part of their persona. And the reason they do that in a lot of ways is, I think sometimes is because they rely on that nice guy thing as part of what they're selling, you know? The most talented people who have like natural raw talent don't have to do that. Everyone knew John Belushi was a fucking mess. Everyone knew Chris Farley was a fucking mess, you know? You know what I mean? It's like, it doesn't surprise me. It doesn't surprise me that he's a monster. You know, every time I saw him on his show be just like super nice, I knew, oh God, he's a monster. You know, it's like, I love Jimmy Fallon too, but you know just how much he laughs at, like, he's got to sit there like Jay Leno and do the, are you driving thing? You know, he just slams at Jameson when he's done and takes his dick out and bats it against a fucking wall. You know, for every action, there's an equal but opposite. You can only take so much obsequiousness before you lose it. You can only pretend for so long before you just you lose it, you know? You can't tell me that there's some NBC pages over there at Rockefeller Center that don't have some stories to tell about Jimmy Fallon's Coke drink binges after the last show on Friday night. Be like, yeah, look, sometimes he just, you know, and I bet you it's after like a few like really like Nickelodeon type guests where he just loses it, you know? He's like sitting there and he's interviewing like one of the actresses from Euphoria, and he's just sitting there and he's going, you driving? He's doing the Jay Leno thing. You driving? That's real good. Yeah. Oh my God, so what's it like? You got a girlfriend? Yeah. Tell me it's all these prepaid, you know, they're all pre-planned bits that he's got to hear. Like, they come in, we can do this story. He probably looks at them and goes, Jesus Christ. I remember when I used to fucking be around Chris Farley and Adam Sandler. Now I got to sit through fucking this bitch from Euphoria talk about how her parents pushed her into acting. Or what she thinks is a funny story about one time she ordered chocolate-covered strawberries and they didn't come, and she had something snarky to say. I got to sit through that. And he goes, oh God, when these tourists walk out of the studio, I'm going into my fucking little lair and I'm whipping out my goddamn Jameson. I'm putting one bottle in my asshole and one in my mouth. And I'm taking turns between standing upright and doing a handstand to get this booze in my body, baby. And then we're calling up my secret contact. I'm getting some blow. I'm calling up Julio. He's biking down. And I'm getting on the phone with a madam, and we're having a whore party at NBC Studios. And then I'll be fine Monday morning. I'll come in. Are you driving?